Okay, I've had a lot of fun with Spain in the past, so I'm definitely happy to see Spain, mostly because of 7 cities of gold. Let's hope we actually can make the most of that. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm seeing lots of good tiles. However, my settler is along this coast, and some of the city's resources along this coast, so I'm going to get some more visibility. I'm seeing more of the same. If I did move my settler here, I'd have a nice canal. The city'd be able to support itself quite well. Um, At the same time, they do usually put the settler in the best starting position, relatively speaking. And we're talking 1, 2, 3 turns for a gamble that maybe that's better. So I think I'm going to take a chance dropping the city here. Always switch to production focus because the way they count the game counts hammers and food. Gonna go with pottery. It's always the first, and on this particular map, sailing is going to come very early, I think, for the workboats. Just a little uncomfortable here because that does mean that my second city is going to basically have to support my first. More good tiles, so the spread on the good tiles is so wide that having 2 cities here instead of 1's probably not going to be a bad thing. I do prefer Liberty. And yeah, it is looking like a second city. One on this coast, one on this coast. They can kind of build each other. It's going to be a little awkward in the early game, but I guess what I'm saying is I feel less bad about just dropping my capital right where my settler started. Alright, and with all this roughage and the hills, no neighbors, like, probably be a nice and secluded, my own little alley if I can pull it off. Alright, capital growth, that's very good. I'm going to continue working the growth tiles though. Get that capital as big as possible. I got an empire to build here. We need production. And we get that by citizens. Alright, so another unique luxury. Maybe I'll expand to the west. First, barbarian camp and ruins. I'm going to build a monument next rather than a second scout, simply because there's so much water. I don't think a second scout would be all that useful just yet. But getting the social policies rolling definitely would. So let's see what the first ruins bring, and that's incredible. 500 gold. This is what makes Spain so fun for me. Is you get a lucky start, and wow, you just blow up. All right, and this one gives food and faith, so it helps you sustain that city while working that tile. Also gives you faith. Since I'm Spain, that would be doubled. It says gain 2 happiness if it's within your borders, but Spain will get 4. So that's like a unique luxury. That would make it worth settling by itself. Now, this is a Pangaea map, so there's no guarantee this is a separate island. But if it is, that means it would be uncontested, so that's nice. But that would mean I would need embarkation just to get over there. And it's desert, so it might not even be that great. I'd have to try to get Petra. So this city would probably be worth it just to get a guaranteed religion, but it's a question of how much growth we'll have. I do see the fish, so that's nice, but other than that, this is almost all production. Get a lot of growth here, so I'll get some, 4 or 5 pop pretty easy. It is nice that this barbarian camp's here, because that means none will spawn here, and probably not here. So it's going to be a little safe. But in the meantime, let's reap the rewards of that. We're already 2 pop, so settler is available. 500 gold, very well spent. And considering this particular setup, I think that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, and it just gets better. Oh, that's so good. Oh, and that's so bad. Our first neighbor is Poland. If I remember correctly, he was very skittish, prone to jealousy, backstabbing. And his scout's in my way. I would have loved to bring the scout down here. Get a little bit better visibility rather than, half overlapping what I've already done. Because I need to know where to take the settler. I mean, this is comfortable. I just don't know if there might be something better. So, yeah, this is a really great start. I've been out of Civ for a couple years. Civ. Oh my goodness, yeah, I gotta publish this. Gotta publish this. Okay, so I guess I should actually do a proper introduction here. Some of you guys know me from the Civ 5 that I've played before. I do own Civ 6. Played a little bit when it was new, and then kind of got away. I had some life things going on. Recently started getting back into Civ 5, so I've been very rusty, learning some things. I've been recording here and there just because I wasn't sure if I was going to publish or not. I think I have to go for sailing next, right? Gotta get some, I mean, 2 cities right away. We gotta get a fishing boat out there quick. So I keep recording not knowing if I'm going to publish, but this is an incredible start. And I think one of the things my videos were known for is fantastic starts. Because I always selectively publish. I didn't publish like every game I played. So first to meet them, Free Faith, that's very good. This does not look like the worst city. Plains over grasslands. I prefer plains because they're better earlier on. Want to see where the horses are. If I can get 1 horse tile in here, like this coastal city here maybe. Only 1 good growth tile at first. Pick up a second one eventually. And this has got 2 food. So, you know, definitely would need a granary probably. But this does look like the best place to set a city right now. So let's go for max growth. But production focus. And we'll start with the monument to try and offset the fact that policies cost more based on the amount of cities that we have. So, still haven't found Poland, which is actually kind of nice. Depending on how far away, though, I don't know how urgently I need to settle that ivory. But, oh, first to meet them too. Very nice. Oh, another city-state. That's also nice. Okay, so that's definitely a better tile to be working right now. Let's grow as much as we can. Monument's finished, so let's start building a shrine. I already got some Free Faith. Pantheon will come early. And I think there was one for fishing boats, or work boats, or whatever. So, there's that. And there's, oh, there's Poland's border, but I didn't actually get any more visibility walking into the jungle. I'm kind of devilishly entertained that he's stuck in the jungle. Tends to be a bit production starved, not the best starting position. So maybe my boss start compared to my nearest neighbor being kind of gimped will make for a interesting game. Because I am rusty, I'm going to investigate his borders. Because I am rusty and I'm kind of still relearning the game, this is only Emperor, I think it's called, difficulty. Yeah, large Pangaea, which is the kind I always played. Alright, so Barcelona has grown. Here in this city, I think I am going to stick to production with the workboats and stuff. Like, this city's going to have plenty of growth eventually anyways, but I got to get them workboats out to support the capital. So we're going to stay locked into production here for a little bit. There's still, the city's still going to grow, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, got a coast coming down here. So I'm starting to hope that, like, my spearmen, because I'm way out of bounds here, kind of hoping this coast circles back. Maybe this is an inland. It says it's ocean, but we'll see. Alright. Alright, so Liberty, that increases my culture by 67%, so that's quite good. Okay, and not only is he stuck in the jungle, but his only luxuries aren't really, that's plain, so once he clears the jungle off, but that's a bit unwieldy. Alright, best 4 tiles. 4 pop, very good. I'm in a good position here, I think. Okay, it's starting to bend back, that's good stuff. I want to continue to investigate the lands between us. See how quickly I have to act, how much of we're going to be butting heads and such. Sailing's done. Okay. More jungle. Jungle. Good. That means even if he does expand towards me, hopefully I can get to this one before him. Alright, let's find out where the horses are, because I want to know how much this is worth fighting for. If I can plant a city between us before he can, that would be great. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start building a settler. Don't know where I want to take it yet. Let's see, 10... 10, yeah, so it's probably just the best arrangement. 9, it's even less, yeah. I forget how it's calculated, but I do know that food, even though you don't grow while you're... I do know food contributes to the hammers when you are building a settler. So hopefully get a horse tile in here somewhere, make this a decent expand. I want to expand over here, kind of, but I'm going to need embarkation, so that's not coming anytime soon. Alright, 2 unique luxuries here. Unique to me anyways. So like here wouldn't be the worst expand, just not necessarily an early expand because the jungle's not useful. in the early game. In fact, it's a bit of a liability, I think. Unless you're like Brazil. I think they had something about making them good in the jungle. Okay. Borders grow. That's not going to change my tile assignment. Okay, so we learn more information about here. If I was to settle a city here, I'd lose the fish. If I settle a city here, I would not have spices. If I did settle a city here, I could borrow the quarry, which this city would scoop up relatively quick. And quarry, so it would be okay. I do got to clear that out, so I'm really hoping this land is starting to look like it is, so that's good. Get my spearman closer to my homeland, start doing his job. He's not a scout after all. Alright, not first to meet that city-state, no big deal. Alright, I'm going to try and squeak by this. Okay, Boudica's nearby. Alright, what's going on in the Pantheon game? Nobody yet? Goddess of Protection, Celtic, okay. So they didn't choose one that I would like, so that's okay. I was thinking even if he relaxes to attack him, I'm in the jungle, and, you know, getting your first scout to be a little battle-worn is actually a good thing. Alright, he might be trying to stop me from coming back. I am glad to see it circles around as far as his benefit. However, it means this coastal city is going to be that much less effective. Bring the scout down here just in case I need some flanking support. In the early games, I'm not afraid to get my scout a little dirt bloodied. Get that buff. Alright, a lot going on here. Let's get our free worker. Let's get him started improving the capital. Ooh, 2 horses, okay. They're both on plains though, so they're going to be more production focused. So this is a good city. Some of its growth is going to come late, so we'll probably want an early granary. On the other hand, it's going to be neighboring Warsaw, so gotta go trapping because settler is going to be coming out, and the worker can come down and do the ivory. It's the best place for the settler right now. This has been here for a while, so there's probably a couple barbarians running around here. I don't know if the spearman's good enough. And the spearman's kind of stuck over here, so... but luckily this guy can only move 1 tile at a time because of all the rough, so he can't help but get out of my way. And him hugging me won't actually impede my progress because I can only move 1 tile at a time. So I'm just going to try and squeak past him. I don't want this scout going too far because I want his flanking support for here. I'm about to expand here. I don't need this camp like throwing off random barbarians, and if it does, I'd want them to come attack Warsaw. So let's see here. This turn 1, 2, attack on 3. This turn 1, 2, so I've got 1 turn to continue exploring. We'll jump down here. And then 1, 2, support on 3. That's good enough. Alright, good deal. So let's do that. Hopefully we can clear out that camp before it gets too much in the way of my expansion desire. Alright, let's see what's going on with your city. Nothing. Alrighty. Okay, let's get a workboat out. We gotta improve the capital as best we can. And we're going to be facing happiness issues because that city's about to grow, and that puts our happiness level. Luckily, the capital's building a settler, so it's not going to. I'm locking the tile over here rather than over here just because once this settler's done, I'll build a workboat here, and I'm pretty sure this city's got better production. Ooh, free worker. Warriors there kind of shred my scout. I'd be enforced. I really need the flanking support. I gotta get this camp out of here fast so I can drop my city uninterrupted. But luckily, it's gonna take this thing time to develop his tile. Problem is I won't be able to see that it's there. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's go ahead and finish that tile up. There we go, more production. Always good. Get that flanking bonus in there. Yeah, you work on that cotton. Good boy. You work. Forget the horses. Work on that cotton. I want to be able to steal you. I gotta get this camp cleared out. It's been there for a few turns. Yeah, see? Alright. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Alright, so Pantheon. We could do the Natural Wonder one, however, it's going to be a while before I get over there, if at all. I do have quarries, that's an option. I think it's got to be God of the Sea, though. My first two cities are going to have 5, 6 eventually fishing boats. Work boats. I got one maybe down there, fish over there. That production's going to be amazing. So let's go with God of the Sea. That's pretty good, right? And let's definitely build a workboat, because happiness is about to go in the toilet. Let me just defend. And now let's see. Worker this turn. 1, 2, 3. Develop on 4. Settler this turn. 1, 2, 3. Settle on 4. So yeah, we'll let the worker do the lead. Oh, you know what? I forgot to radar. Thank goodness there wasn't. I mean, the fact that this camp just threw a barbarian off means it probably hadn't thrown one off already, but if it had and it was in there, that would be bad. Alright, trapping's done. Very good. Continue to get those whales in the borders. Yeah, I'm still working the best tiles, because giving up a food or production for a gold isn't very sensible at this point. Alright, let's take our buff. I almost always choose the rough. A lot of rough around here, but right now we're fighting on open land. And there we go. Some gold. Camp is cleared. We still got that one running around, but at least the camp can't throw off more. Alright, I think it's got to be riding next. Let's head these guys down. Luckily, the Celtic Scout's behind me, so even if... Alrighty, we're starting to get some quests here. Zurich is a happiness city-state, and they want science. Well, I did get a second city early, so I've got a small advantage, I think. I think I'm going to come up on the hill, because even if that... Oh, hi, Germany. Cool. I was going to say, even if this barbarian's around, like, he's not going to attack me here, and if he does, I just defend. He breaks himself on me. Lots of free experience. Meanwhile, he's going to get bombarded by the city anyway, so I'm going to pull this guy back in case this barbarian... He seems more interested in Warsaw. I don't know if they can tell. Alright, Geneva under attack. They're all under attack, or at least they were a couple turns ago. So... Alright. Yep, he got hit pretty good. Very good. Alright. Come up here. Healing inside the city is quicker. I think it's 25 on the city tile versus 20 within the borders versus 10 outside. So yeah, I'll take your money. I'm at a gold deficit right now. On a turn-to-turn basis anyways. Policy time. Alright. It's funny because none of my cities are building buildings. This one will be though. So let's drop it like it's hot. That puts us on unhappiness, so I'll go ahead and work this tile rather than pure growth. And let's check out the other cities. What they would be doing instead. And during unhappiness I might as well take the gold. Growth is kind of gimped here, so... Zurich desires porcelain. Why? They're the only ones speaking, and they got 2 different ideas. I don't know how soon I'll be able to get porcelain, so you guys are just gonna have to figure that out. Alright, you heal up to full. Only take 3 turns. That's nice. Alright, that's worth the withdrawal, I think. Barcelona demands pearls. Don't know how soon that's gonna be. Workboat is finished. Happiness is gonna be on its way. Alright, 3 turns until writing is finished, and it'll take 3 turns for a scout. I think it's time for another scout. The way the map is unfolded, though, I'm not sure. It would be nice to have a unit over here to support the settler once it lands, but that's going to be a ways away. 14 ways away, or turns away, to be precise. Still, alright, let's get this workboat heading over. I came up here for visibility's sake. It's going to take 2 turns to drop anyway, so might as well get as much visibility as we can. I'm going to continue to keep him defended around this guy until my spearmen can finish him off. That way he can be freed up to do whatever I might actually want him to do. Sydney seeks the Celts. Well, I'll have writing in a couple turns. Meanwhile, I have happiness right now. Bam! There we go. Alright, so let's continue working that tile. You can grow. You're already working all your best tiles. Alright. Okay, keep on eye on him. Borders grew. Alright, so man, once those boats are dropped because of the God of the Sea, I'm going to have a lot of growth in this city. And he can use, the capital can use the cow. So that might be what I do once. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4 pop, maybe I relinquish the cow to the capital. Alright, and next turn I finish writing, so I want to make sure I remember to find the Celts. Oh, and Germany says they're willing to trade. That's really nice too, because one of the bad sides about having all these duplicate luxuries is that they're not very useful, but here they will be. So let's start doing some trading. We trade that, and that way the next workboat actually increases our happiness significantly. He's ready to finish up, so there's happiness. Am I still working all the best tiles? Yes, I am. Okay, so let's trade with the Celts. Oh, you know what? I can't. I gotta switch my tile yield here for a second, because right now I don't have gold per turn, and now I do. So let's go ahead and find them so we can get some growth in the city because we got a surplus of happiness. Restore that tile. And let's see here. 11 turns until my free settler. I'm going to need embarkation, so I think I have to take optics here. It's the only way to get embarkation, and that's the only way I'm going to be able to drop that city. Tundra. Okay, so we're at the northern edge. So I think we see enough to know that our next city probably would be, because we gotta get that religion up, right? And this is the soonest, really, realistically, we could have taken embarkation. Anyways, in the capital, we're gonna build a library. Let's smoke this fool. Got one more turn to wait. Can't really go in this direction, so. And as far as going south, we know where Celts are now. We know where Germany is probably gonna be either here or here. So I do need to scout this way. I kind of want to scout this way. I want to scout this way. Don't have to scout here up, I don't think, because it's north. Maybe there's a city-state. But if there was a civ, we probably would have seen it expand by now. So I'm going to have him come help scouting in the south. One of these scouts are going to head to the southwest for sure. Alright, and we did... Yep, we did make an embassy. Okay, moving along. Alright, growth in the capital. Shoot there. He's done for. Yep. Desires horses. Well, wow. Okay, and I've got horses, so I'll definitely be able to satisfy that. The growth in the capital is looking good. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Okay, rather than dealing with the barbarian, he's going to parade a settler past him. And I'm about to have a second scout in the area. Go ahead and bring him this way. This is nice because all the rough is slowing his progress, but there's also open within the rough, so if I can get him on open ground, he can't really run away. He's obviously heading west if he's willing to come along with this guy, so I think I'm going to drop these guys down. I'm not going to kill that barbarian. I want to use him for a flanking bonus and for maybe weakening him. Because if I can take that settler, I deny my opponent and expand and get myself a free worker. That would be a huge swing. He's going to come up and put a farm here. This city's going to need a lot of help growing at first. So I want that farm up sooner. The capital's got plenty of support as far as growth. And I'm about to have another worker, I hope. Workboat number 1. Yep, I think I gotta make another workboat. Support the capital as best we can. Alright, let's get that tile going. Grow. Grow, grow, grow. Okay. Because of the zone of control, if I move my guys down, he won't be able to come up here freely. And I'll take away his only other open. So I'm going to come like this. He's got the buff for rough, but he doesn't, so I don't know. I don't know if I can take him with just these two, but I gotta try, right? I mean, the oh yeah, and my happiness is way up there thanks to my early trade with Germany. So this has been a phenomenal start thus far. We're at the 25-minute mark. I was gonna say that because my life has gotten so much busier, I think if I do start publishing videos, they're gonna be in half-hour chunks rather than hour. Oh wow, it's gotta be time, right? Yeah, I think it does. If I move my scout up here, I should have like a 20% flanking. I'm going to declare this war just so I can see. Yeah, 20% flanking bonus. Alright, so that's a significant chunk. Between that guy and him not being able to move too quick. I should be able to take that from him. And just to make sure, let's keep this scout coming down here, because I might need more flanking, or maybe even scouts attacking. I don't know. Always try to take care of the notifications first. Nice. Okay, well, I think weakening him is... Yes! Oh my god, I just thought I was going to weaken him. That is amazing. And the best part is, he had another worker. Obviously, he bombarded the barbarian, but he's got another worker. And before, his worker was over here, so maybe he's trying to finish the cotton. The fact that there's 3 gold here, I don't take too heavily, because there's 3 gold here, too. So he's probably just in the golden age or something. I forget, Poland's, maybe they're prone to that, I don't know. So I think I'm going to bring the scout down, because I might need his support. There's probably a worker there. I don't know, might have gone off to the horses, but... Alright, we'll get to you in a second, I'm still thinking. Alright, so now that this is 4 pop, I think I'm going to relinquish the cows. We don't need this growing too fast right now, and once all the boats are up, they're going to grow. I mean, it's got this growth tile anyways. Meanwhile, we got a surplus of happiness, so I want the capital growing as much as possible, as fast as possible. It's going to be the first library up. I definitely want to get shrines up to make sure I can stick the religion. So we'll let him do the growing. He'll be his main science push for right now. Losing grasp on Sydney, that's okay. About to get a new citizen, so... Now, as far as down here, alright. So let's say there is a worker here. I could swing in and kill it, but his health, the bombard, if he's got even just 1 military unit here, I'd be finished. But I don't want to waste the promotion. With the barbarian buzzing around, it doesn't look like he's finished this. So maybe this scout could be the one that swoops in, because he can't see these tiles right now. So if he's got a worker there, it's vulnerable. Meanwhile, if I brought the scout, say, I don't want to bring it here, because this hill being 2 tiles away would be visible to the city. Plus, that means I would have to move. I would end up on his border, so he'd see me there. So if I came up here, then next turn came down here for visibility's sake with the scouting bonus, I could see if there's a worker there, move to here, then next turn touch their border, then come here, and by then I'll be past the city and safe. So I definitely want to try the scouting idea. Bring this scout in, maybe he can steal a worker. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and withdraw these guys. I don't really need them any more fighting. I'd rather heal them up and get them, because I got a decent homeland, but there's some darkness here. I don't want barbarians sprouting up in the middle. Alright. Oh wow, lots going on here. Okay, borders of Madrid have grown, and Madrid has grown, so let's... No, I think I'd rather work that tile for the time being. Right, so we can clear that and that. Shoot there. Seville has grown. Alright, gold's doing good. Look at that. Finish the farm. Alright, the city's doing good for her. Camp over there. Oh, it'll take me a while to get there, but where it's situated, it would be very good for stealing a worker from Geneva, so I definitely want to prioritize that. And now that there's, oh, and it's a culture one, right? See, that's important because Liberty Tree, you get a great person as a finisher. And if I do get a city over here, I'm going to want Petra. So I would want that great person to be a great engineer. So the sooner we can get culture, and we got that free settler, so our culture's game is going to be a little behind at first. Alright, anyways, let's see what's going on here. Nice, you see that? Okay, so unless there's a warrior right here, this should be good, and there's not, so I'm taking it. He'll get severely hurt, but he'll live, I think. And if not, he can't kill that and take the worker. I don't want the scout to die, but they're quicker to build than workers. Alright. And my recording's at the half-hour mark, so I'm going to end this here, because it's been a phenomenal start. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It'll be interesting to see if there's still a market for Civ 5 videos, or Civ 5 videos from me specifically. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you find that this is a fantastic start for me to return to the publishing Civ 5 scene. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next part. Take care.